Hi guys. Oh my gosh, a rare day is about halfway over. We are heading into lunchtime, but if you want to stick around, we actually have a lunch and learn from David Velasquez, celebrity and editorial makeup artist, as well as a client of Rare Creatives who I manage personally. So stick around if you want to learn how to get Zoom ready with somebody who does it for the best of the best. So quickly to introduce myself, for those of you who don't know, I am the co-founder of the Be Rare Foundation. I'm also a creative director and partner at Rare Global, where I run the Rare Creatives division. We offer creative services as well as management services to creative talent and editorial production. So that's photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, nail artists. And in brand consulting, we offer branding, design, website, social, full service brand consulting for select clients and companies. A little background on myself. I actually started out in a totally different field. I did social media for a while. I did marketing for a while. I worked in tech. And then in 2014, I quit my tech job and I started the ADVNT Society, which is a creative agency. And back in the day in 2014, was a digital magazine.
So beautiful and like smart and
and yeah, we can hear you. It's all good. And so when I started the ADVNT Society, I actually started doing test shooting with collaborative creatives, right? So David was one of the first people that I collaborated with on editorial. And that by editorial production, I mean like photo shoots. So those photo shoots we would shoot for free. And then we would post it on the ADVNT Society as like a magazine editorial release. So that's how I ended up building an insane creative network full of talent and watch them grow from 2014 to now. And David was one of the first people, didn't know me, was like, mood board looks dope. I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna do the makeup. I'm gonna slay everyone's life. 7 years later, he was the first person that was like, please manage me. And he was actually my first client under Rare Creatives that I started to manage. And so a little bit about David is, so he grew up in LA. He learned how to do makeup very early on. I'll let him speak to a little bit to his journey. But today, David is the key makeup artist to a little known artist named Jennifer Lopez.
If you
don't know her, Google her. It says go. He was also the key makeup artist to Doja Cat for her recent album tour. He also works regularly with Ashanti, Noah Cyrus, Kali Uchis, Rico Nasty, Bia, India Love, many, many more beautiful and famous faces. And he's here today to do something so special for a rare day with our model, Olivia. So he's going to be doing...
Victoria.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, girl.
Victoria. Oh my God. Someone needs lunch, me. So he's going to be doing a little makeup, answering some questions, and we're just going to kind of like take it easy and like go with the flow. But yeah, David, tell the peoples a little bit about how makeup started for you.
What's up, y'all? I'm super excited to be here with my sis and family at Rare. The first gay boy out here doing this thing with y'all. I'm excited.
Right. It's all women except for David today.
Period. I love being surrounded by women. Yeah, I'm from LA. I'm 31. I'm from LA. I grew up in like Compton, Watts area. I started wearing makeup very, very, very young. I always knew I had a passion for it. I started wearing makeup when I graduated from elementary. So I was wearing makeup, eyeliner, mascara, foundation. In the 6th grade, just doing my shit, living my best life. Like I always was supported by my mom. She was my inspiration growing up. So yeah, I just started wearing makeup. I started doing drag a few years later. So that's what made me get into like makeup even more. And I started doing drag shows in West Hollywood when I was like 14, 15. Girl, I was like, fuck school. I'm going to work. I'm going to dress up, do my makeup, dress up, go make this money, honey. I'm not going to school. I'm dropping out. So I live my best life at bars, performing, just doing my shit. A few years of me doing drag, I was 16 or maybe 17 or late 16 or something. I don't know. I met Priscilla Ono.
Who is the global beauty director for Fenty Beauty. She's Rihanna's key makeup artist. She also works with Meg Thee Stallion and other very famous faces.
So my good sis Priscilla took me under her wing and gave me my first job at the mall in Stonewood in the city of Downey. She had her own makeup brand called Scandalous Cosmetics, and that's where I started practicing on my craft and perfecting it with different skin tones, different looks, like just practicing my craft. And when we went on our first set, like after of me working with her for a few years, after me going and teaching classes with her. Oh, sorry guys.
You're back.
Oh my God.
We're back. We're okay.
Okay, we're back. So yeah, and then working with her for a few years, she ended up opening up a makeup school or whatever. Oh my God. What the fuck?
It's all good, David. No worries.
Okay. Yeah, after a few years, she ended up opening up a makeup course and classes and stuff like that in downtown, and I was like her right hand, so I was teaching classes with her. And then we went on our first set, and it was a music video for for Rihanna, and I was like, wait, what?
That was it. That was it.
This is the start of something that I want to be on a different set every single day. Like, it's just you entertain new people, you're networking, you're meeting different people. So it was like, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. Fuck working at a counter. Over it.
I will say though, from the moment I first met you, David, and then you came onto set, you were so professional with the level of work that you delivered. Like, if you guys don't know, editorial test shooting is usually pretty disorganized because it's a bunch of creatives getting together and trying to make something happen. When we started working together, the level of professionalism that everybody who was on set brought to the table made it feel like we were being paid for that campaign. That's how eventually we got paid for campaigns, because we delivered first. And, throughout this summit, we've talked about, what are you going to do to make yourself stand out? Who's going to make you stand out? Literally no one but you. So David started posting all these amazing editorials. You probably spent your own money on makeup. You weren't being paid that way. You were going out, you were taking risks, test shooting every day. And the content.
I was leaving my counter job, honey. I was leaving my counter job in the middle of my shift and was like, yo, I just got booked for a test. I gotta go. Let me get out of here.
You put in that work. You put in that work, no one's telling you to do it. No one's paying you to do it. You're just like, I have a passion, or I have, in your case, an amazing gift. You're just like, I just need to keep elevating what I deliver, and then someone's going to pay me for that level of work. And I will say that very recently, when we got the call, when we got the J-Lo call, it was such a huge moment, because I know, obviously she's iconic to everyone, but especially growing up Latino, who's better than J-Lo? So just having
that was it. Was a guy. It was literally when I started my career, girl. When I was a teenager starting makeup, they were like, who would be the one person you would want to paint? And I was like, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer has always been my inspiration for glam. She was a glam girl for me that I was like, and she's a Latina, so it was in our household, she was that girl. So, bitch,
hasn't changed.
I was freaking the fuck out. What?
I think I remember her asking you. She was like, she was like, what's your inspiration? And you're like, you.
I was like, you've been my inspiration my whole career. You're the girl with the looks, honey.
Yeah.
Before there was Kim, there was Jennifer.
Oh my God. Anybody. No, that's so amazing. I mean, so we are gonna do a little bit of tutorial, David, right? So let's get your 3 top tips. If you have 5-10 minutes and you got to get on a Zoom, you got to go on a quick date, you got to do something, what are the things you have to do? Is it brows? Is it concealer? What are your tips?
I feel like it's definitely a concealer moment. You got to conceal those under eyes, especially if you have a little dark circles, you definitely have to conceal. So if you're going to do a Zoom or you just want to run out and you have 10 minutes, I'm obsessed with this Pat McGrath concealer. It's just so effortlessly, it just blends into your skin, it doesn't look super cakey or anything like that. So I like to just put it in here, inner corners, and then just drag it down with a beauty blender. I love this Nguyen like mini sponge. It's super soft and it blends in the concealer like no other bitch. Like what?
Oh, also, like, to be fully transparent, I got the full glam treatment from David this morning for a rare day. And I kid you not, I mean, I don't even know how to act anymore. I'm gonna keep this on for like 3 days. 3
Guys,
days.
don't wash your face. Make sure that you get a little protein on your face before you do.
Oh my God. Wait, okay, so you got
we're doing concealer. I would say the 3 ways, the three things to do is for sure concealer, brows, and a lip. So I'm gonna do the concealer. The concealer, I'm just getting rid of the dark circles, brightening her up a little bit, just to make her look awake. Then we're gonna go in with the brow, honey, just for a few little strokes.
And what are you using for the brow right there?
And for the brow, I'm using Anastasia. What is this? What kind of the brow is?
Classic.
Period. You know, she's the girl for us.
So-
And I'm just stroking through the brow. I don't want to like make it look super drawn on and fake. I want it to look like effortlessly like done. So maybe kind of like laminated brows a little bit. So I'm just stroking it.
Cute. So, oh, by the way, David, the PG. So, okay. So tell us really quickly about brows. You said like you like a natural look. Like, what's like the brow?
Well,
vibe?
I mean, I feel like that's the trend. I feel like that's the trend right now. Like, I feel like the laminating brows, like just like the wispy brow is like the thing to do. Because before, a few years ago, girl, we wanted a whole sculpted brow, chola, super dark fronts, and like now that's not the thing to do. Everybody wants like that wispy laminated like brow where it looks effortless.
Yeah. So, I mean, you told us some of your favorite products that you're using right now. Do you like have anything that's like majorly inspiring to you recently, or any products that you really that just came out that you're like, damn, like need to have that?
Must have for sure. You need La Mer. You need to get La Mer cream, honey, because she needs to be prepped and glowy, darling.
I mean, no makeup can beat a good skincare routine. So that's from the Rare Day gift bag. Thanks. Thank you, La Mer. Thank you, La Mer. We can't thank you enough. So I actually do want to ask one more question for me, and then I think we're going to take some questions from the audience. But you know, like I just want you to speak a little bit to like growing up the way that you did, and like your culture, and like what you've pulled of. It's like, where do you get all of your creative ideas from? Like, where do you like, how do you stay fresh? Like, for anybody who's aspiring to become a makeup artist, independent makeup artist at that, because I will say, like, there's a lot of makeup artists that are signed to some amazing agencies that help you incubate and they bring you up, and that's a more traditional route. David did not take the traditional route. He's been independent up until he convinced me to start Rare Creatives and work with him. And honestly, I couldn't be more grateful, because the trust between the client, the talent, and the manager, it has to be so authentic and it has to be real. And I'm so glad that we've been able to work together on sets. Before, so I know your work ethic. I know what you can deliver. And so that's part one. But yeah, how did you just stay like the hustle of the independent creative?
Well, I mean, I'm a Latino, so you know, Latin Mexicans, and bitch, we are hustlers. We are out there to go get that coin, honey. And my parents have always hustled their asses off to give us what we wanted. And I'm like, that was a big inspiration for me. Like growing up, I'm seeing my grandparents, my parents just out there hustling, making shit work and happen. And I kind of feel like I got that drive from them. And I appreciate it so much, because now, bitch, I'm just like, go, 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 go. Even like today, this morning, I did Jew. I went to another client, and now I'm here, and then I have to go to another client and 2 more clients after that. So it's like, it just keeps me going, and it makes me realize, like, bitch, if I like nice things, so I gotta hustle my ass off, you know?
Who's gonna do it for you? But you, just you. I will say, We also have another question from our audience. Actually, we're gonna start with a little Q&A now. Just so
What's up, boo? Hey.
Yeah, they're in the chat room right now. So the audience in the chat room sending in their questions. So one of the questions from Joey is, do you still get intimidated working with big name artists, and how do you navigate that?
Okay, I was very intimidated, but when I walked on set and I met Jello in person for the first time, I was freaking the fuck out because I was like, oh my gosh, she's standing in front of me. Like, I have to touch her face. This has been a legendary face for years.
Yeah.
She's been in the industry. She knows her face. She knows what she wants and needs. So I was freaking out. But I feel like other than that, I don't really freak out when it comes to other artists and stuff like that. I kind of break the ice anywhere I walk in. I walk into a room and I can switch up the energy real quick and make it to what I want it to be. So I kind of don't get intimidated, but Jennifer intimidated me because she's been my inspiration forever. So
I will also say, you always talk about like the vibe that you bring on set. You're like, obviously you're so fun. You can be crazy. You can be fun. You can be outgoing, but I feel like on set, you're so professional. You focus on your work. You're not chit-chatting. You're not there to network. You're not there to be you. You're there to be Jennifer's makeup artist. You're there to do what you're supposed to do. So the personality still.
But always, you always have to be yourself and be real and give your opinion on things that you feel like could be better. You know, so I feel like they appreciate that. Because if you're just a yes person, they're kind of gonna feel that and they're gonna just be like, girl.
And sometimes
she's fake, they're fake. Get over it.
They'll test you like a big name, like a celebrity.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
Like they'll be like, are they just gonna agree? Or are you gonna be like, actually, J-Lo, I think this will look better. And then she's like, okay, maybe.
And she's like, yeah, but I want to see options. What else do you have?
You're like everything.
And then we end up with the one I recommended.
Amazing. And that's a certain amount of confidence in yourself that comes from practicing your craft, knowing what you have to offer. You know, Christina Woody Train had a presentation earlier where she was like, know your value, know what you bring to the table. And if you can just rely on that.
Now your pussy worth, honey.
Oh my God, David. Oh. Okay, this has become officially a PG-13 lunch and learn. Okay, so a couple more questions from the audience.
Hey audience, I love y'all.
How did you discover your style and your brand? Like, how do you?
I went through so many styles, honey. I thought I wanted to be a girl one day. The next day I wanted to be a femme gay boy. I wanted to be masculine. The other day I wanted to be a cholo. Like, girl, I just, whatever I feel when I get up in the morning, I feel like I just throw it on, honey, and figure it out because I feel like there's not a style that you I mean, yeah, if you're that kind of person, sure, stick to your style, but I'm very much so just try it all out and see what works for you. So yeah, just do it all.
Okay, last question, because we would love to spend more time with you, but I know you got to get to your next set. And also, wait, before we go and we do the last question, can you just show us Olivia's face real quick? Did you do the look to get it all in?
Victoria.
Oh.
You want to get in closest?
Yeah.
Get into this mug, honey. Skin.
Wow. And that's just a concealer?
Concealer, lip, and brow, honey.
Amazing. You look
easy breezy.
Thank you.
I love her little like 70s like.
Okay. So last question from the audience. What is a makeup trend that you absolutely hate? And what do you absolutely love?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I do hate a nose contour because it switches up your whole like.
This is very controversial opinion because I'm like, contour the nose.
I just feel like your nose shows like your ethnicity, it brings your like roots, your like, you know, it kind of like keeps you in, you know, your
exotic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody's starting to look the same. Everyone wants to look like a certain kind of filler down, even though I love filler, but like everyone wants to just all look the same. And it like the nose is the center of your face. And I feel like you should keep your, you know.
I mean, that's such a great opinion. Like I've never heard that before because everybody just follows the trend. And you're right. Then you get like one contoured face, you know, which I love, by the way. I'm like, contour me to high heaven today.
Yes, honey, you look snatch as fuck.
I was like, yes.
But see, I'm here for, especially for like camera stuff like that, especially if you're gonna be for like in front of lights and stuff. It's cool to do it, but it's like
in person
for real life.
For real life.
You know, it's like
I feel you. And then what do you absolutely love?
I love beautiful skin.
Okay. Get that
Dewy.
prep. You gotta do that skin prep. Well, okay. Well, this has been a freaking riot. This has been a party. Almost feeling like an after party.
Can we take shots?
No, we're in the middle of a rare day.
Oh, hi,
We have the rare day to go. But thank you so much for joining us.
I love you.
Thank you,
love you
David. Anybody.
And Victoria, thank you for being here. You're amazing.
Thank you. Follow David at Mugapus, and tag Victoria, David, so the audience.
I will, so we can follow. We can get her.
Yeah, and we love you so much, and thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on a rare day.
Her, love you.
Bye.
Bye.